Kanye West has always been one of the most polarizing figures in pop culture. Some people love him, some people hate him, and depending on the era, the sides can shift dramatically. But recently, Kanye has been making moves so outrageous that even his most loyal fans, the ones who used to defend him no matter what, are now turning their backs. They're burning his merch, deleting his music from playlists, and admitting that no amount of legendary albums can excuse his actions. It's no secret that Kanye has always been unpredictable. From the moment he interrupted Taylor Swift at the VMAs, to his infamous George Bush doesn't care about black people moment, he built a reputation on saying the unsayable. For a long time, that rebellious energy was part of his charm. Fans admired how he refused to play by the rules. But now, it's starting to feel less like confidence and more like a complete spiral into chaos. The breaking point Kanye's been on social media rants before, but this time he crossed into completely indefensible territory. He went on Twitter and openly praised Hitler, calling himself a Nazi and pushing anti-Jewish rhetoric so extreme that even his most die-hard supporters had to step back. The backlash was instant. His business partnerships vanished overnight, and his billionaire status gone. And if that wasn't enough, Kanye threw his support behind P. Diddy, begging Trump to pardon him while completely ignoring the countless allegations against the man. As if that wasn't bad enough, he designed and sold a hoodie that looked eerily similar to the one Cassie was wearing the night she was assaulted, profiting off a victim's trauma without a second thought. Think about that, a man with 2 daughters endorsing an abuser and trying to cash in on a brutal moment caught on camera. And if that wasn't shocking enough, Kanye also decided to defend R. Kelly, saying his infamous marriage to a 15-year-old Aaliyah was perfectly fine. At this point, he wasn't just burning bridges, he was setting fire to his entire legacy. The Super Bowl controversy. Then came the Super Bowl stunt. Kanye paid for a commercial to promote his website, which initially seemed like it was just selling his usual merch. But the moment the ad aired, he switched the entire store to sell a single item, a $20 shirt featuring a known Nazi symbol. And to top it off, the SKU number, HH. People quickly put 2 and 2 together, realizing what it likely stood for. And that's when it became clear. This wasn't some misunderstood genius moment. This was intentional, and Kanye was actively trying to push his agenda in the biggest way possible. And yet, Elon Musk, who had no issue boosting Kanye's tweets and letting the chaos unfold, only stepped in when Kanye took it to the next level. After posting explicit adult content directly onto Twitter for millions to see, Musk finally banned his account and Shopify took down his store. But let's be real, by that point, the damage was already done. Kanye's hypocrisy knows no limits. For someone who once claimed he wanted to protect his daughters from the industry, Kanye sure has no problem contradicting himself at every turn. After years of denouncing the adult industry, calling it the devil's work, he's now actively working on launching his own adult content empire. And let's not forget his long-standing addiction to adult content, which he's openly admitted to. He's even said that finding his father's Playboy magazine at 5 years old permanently shaped the way he sees the world. And yet, he had no problem forcing Adidas executives to watch explicit content on the clock. It's this constant flip-flopping, this performative outrage that makes it impossible to take him seriously anymore. One moment he's claiming the industry is corrupt, the next he's pushing the same content he once condemned. The final straw Kanye fans have put up with a lot over the years. But now, even they're jumping ship. His latest album flopped, his AI music idea has been widely rejected, and at this point, the only people left defending him are the ones too deep in denial to admit the truth. The Kanye subreddit, once a place where fans celebrated his work, is now filled with people saying Kim Kardashian was right to keep him away from their kids. They're throwing out their Yeezys, disowning his music, and finally realizing that the man they once idolized is beyond saving. The most ironic part? Kanye has spent years blaming everyone but himself. According to him, it was Kim's fault for the divorce. It was the media that made him look crazy. It was some grand conspiracy that destroyed his empire. But here's the reality. He did this to himself. Kanye West had the world in his hands. Music, fashion, influence, wealth. He could have cemented his legacy as one of the greatest artists of all time. Instead, he threw it all away for controversy, conspiracy theories, and self-destruction. And now, nobody cares anymore.